Don, you ready to start? Okay. So you started with the candle. Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and Chag Sameach. Happy Hanukkah.
1, 2, 3. A big Shabbat Shalom. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was tiny. 1, 2, 3. And now, Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Okay, very
So,
good.
All right, here's a trivia question. You win a free trip to Israel for this. What do you light first, the Hanukkah candles or the Shabbat candles?
Candles. Hanukkah candles.
Look, this is our school in action.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Question. Ask her why.
Do you know
She'll
why?
tell you.
You know
Yes,
why?
She does.
Because if you light the Shabbat candles first, you can't light any more candles.
That is correct. That is beautiful. So because you answered,
Parents, that's your hard-earned dollars at work.
because,
That's right.
what's your name? Caroline, why don't you come up and hold the shamash as we're going to light the Hanukkah candles. We're going to start.
In a moment, we're gonna light the candles, and you can all follow along. The candle blessings are on page 279 in your prayer books. 279. Of course, we're going to just sing the first two blessings tonight. All right, I think we can begin.
Wait 1 second.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu leharik ner shel atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim la'avoteinu bayamim hahem b'zman hazeh. Beautifully done, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I would now like to invite the lovely women of the sisterhood who are our hostesses this evening to come up and light the Shabbat candles. Page 2 in our Siddur. Stand right here. Do you prefer candles or?
Okay.
We're on page 2 now as we light our Shabbat candles. Page 2.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's officially Shabbat. And how do we start Shabbat? By greeting the Shabbat bride, because Shabbat is like a wedding, and we need our bride, our kala. We sing Lecha Dodi on page 20. And if you can follow along, you can read the transliteration of the main verse, but you certainly can clap.
Oh, yes. Verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. Let's join together. Here we go. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor v'dibur echad, Ishmi'anu el hamiuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, V'shem u'diveret v'ritehinila. Together. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha, Im nekor habracha, V'hirosh mikedem nesuka, Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat kila. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Hit'oreri, hit'oreri, ki va'orei kumi, ori, uri, uri, shir dameri, kevod Adonai alayach nigelach. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela.
We rise and we face the back to welcome the Shabbat bride into our midst.
Ohi v'shalom ateret bala, Kam b'simcha u'b'tzahora, Toch emunei am segura. Boichala, boichala, Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Shabbat nekabela.
We remain standing and turn to page 28 for the Baruch, the welcoming of God into our midst.
Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Yai la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamevorach. Baruch Adonai Hamevorach, Hamevorach
on page 30 with the beautiful prayer that shows how God loves us by giving us Torah and mitzvot and a beautiful way of life.
Page 32, Ahavat Olam.
32, sorry.
אהבת עולם בית ישראל עמך אתה תורה ומצוות חוקים ומשפטים אותנו לימדת על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך על כן אדוני אלוהינו בשוכבנו ובקומנו נשיח בחוקיך ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד כי חיינו באור ימינו ובהם נהגי יומם ולילה 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 ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד ברוך כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.
Please be seated. We continue with the V'ahavta on page 36.
And for our youngest people among us, please stand at your places and help us lead the V'ahavta. Who are the youngest people in this room? Come on, stand up. Stand up at your seats. Page 36, and from your seats, and chant the V'ahavta as proudly as you can. Ready? V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher Anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים
להיות לכם לאלוהים,
אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
All right, so now we're going to continue with Mi Chamocha. Don, what page are we going to be on in a second?
We're going to be on page 40.
Okay, we're going to be on page 40 in a second. So this is our people's song of freedom. And it's perfect to be singing this song. Oh, yeah, Song of Freedom. During our fabulous holiday of Hanukkah. And because of the strength that our people showed in this time long ago. And we're going to be singing Mi Chamocha to a familiar Hanukkah tune, Ma'oz Tzur.
That's correct. Page 40, let's all join together. You know the melody. Mi Chamocha Ba'elim Adonai. Kifar Adonai et Yaakov, Uyalom Yakazak Mimenu, Baruch Ata Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
We now continue with Vishamru.
Page 44. Vishamru. V'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית העולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת 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 ויהי כי נפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
So the next prayer is the Amidah, which we usually say as a silent prayer. But this evening, I'm going to do something different. This is a time where we ask God for what we need, for what we hope for in this, especially these dark times, and now this is a holiday of light. What is it that we want God to give us? So I'm going to ask some of the children to share what you would like God to give the world on this Hanukkah for the coming year. So who would like to tell me what you would like God to give? This is going to be our Amidah tonight.
Peace to the world. I want no COVID. Happiness to the world. Happiness to the world. Friends and family. Friends and family.
Friends and family. Beautiful.
No more Delta.
No more Delta. Who else would like to share? Okay.
I hope everyone has a safe, good Thanksgiving. Everyone had a good Hanukkah.
Everybody having a good Hanukkah.
Bring peace and have so much happiness and always be safe.
Bring peace and so much happiness and always be safe.
Happiness and kindness.
Happiness and kindness.
So people don't litter.
People don't litter.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. That is our Amidah for tonight, which I think is so beautiful. And we're going to now have a klezmer song, Al Hanisim, about the miracles of Hanukkah.
שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. על הניסים והפורגן והגורו על המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. בימים ההם בזמן הזה. בימים ההם בזמן
So in 2 minutes, we're going to be telling our very berry story, and the children are going to participate. But before we do that, we want to take a moment to remember those in our lives who need a blessing of healing, physical healing, spiritual healing, emotional healing, with the Misha Be'erach. So tonight, because we have children, we're going to ask you to think of the person, anyone in your lives who need that healing. Think of their names and turn to page 253 and join us in the Mishabera. For our story, a little vamping music from the Klezmer band, a little vamping.
Old Bear roused himself from his winter sleep. He yawned a gigantic yawn. And then he stretched himself all over. Finally, he poked his nose outside of his den. A soft blanket of deep snow still covered the ground. Spring was still months away. Old Bear wrinkled his nose. What was that delicious smell? It smelled like something to eat, which reminded Old Bear that it had been months since he had eaten anything.
Hungry.
Old Bear's empty stomach rumbled. He shook himself all over. And then he lumbered out of his den to follow the delicious smell toward the little house at the edge of the forest. Inside, Bubby Braina, not just a grandma, not just a great-grandma, but a great-great-grandma who was 97 years old, was just finishing her last big batch of potato latkes.
Oh, there we go. 300 latkes. I may not see so well or hear so well anymore, but I still make the best latkes in the village. And everyone in town will be here tonight to celebrate the 6th night of Hanukkah. Everyone, but most especially the rabbi. Oi, the rabbi. I love the rabbi. Who doesn't love the rabbi? Just the thought of him makes me so happy. I want to sing a few Hanukkah songs, and maybe people will join me.
Shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, a festival of joy.
Let's have a party,
Oh, dance the hora, gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Sivivon to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
That clock. Oh, I can't really make it out, but I'm sure people will be coming soon. I have to put out the dreidels, the candles, the menorah. What is das? What is that? Did I hear something? There's somebody at the door? My guests must be early. All right, I'm coming. Why, Rabbi, how nice to see you.
All right, everybody under the age of 96, 100, everybody under the age of 120, just in case we have something you don't want. When I roar or growl, I need you to roar and growl with me. When you see me do this, that is your cue to growl. So we're gonna practice. First, here's what a good growl could sound like. But I'm gonna let you, choose your own growl. Choose your own growl. Reform Judaism. You can make your own choices here. So let's hear this. Let's try that. That was really sad. That was really sad. Okay, let's try that again. A little less sad. Just, find your inner growl. Find your inner growl, people. I'm gonna everybody take a deep breath in. Find your inner growl, find your inner growl, find your inner growl. On 3, I want to hear it. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Ready? On 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there it is. Fabulous. Okay, so when I do like this, you're going to do your inner growl. Got that? So let's just practice.
Why, Rabbi, how nice to see you.
Lines. I haven't pointed. Lines. Oh. Pretty good. All right. Game on. Let's continue.
And a happy Hanukkah to you too, Rabbi. Please come in. Let me take your coat, Rabbi. Okay, you want to keep your coat on? Okay, it's this cold here. So, all right, come into the kitchen. I set a lovely Hanukkah table. Here's, smell these latkes.
Old Bear followed her and smelled the latkes
You know what
on
happens
the
when we
plate.
smell good latkes, people? We growl because our hungries are great. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good.
Thank you, Rabbi. How nice of you to say that. The latkes will taste even better than they smell.
The
Really?
old bear stuck his nose right into the plate of latkes.
Rabbi, Oh my gosh, Rabbi, I'm surprised at you. You know we don't eat before we light the menorah. All right, I know you were teasing. I'll light the candles. Will you say the blessing? So beautifully. Now let's play dreidel. I have some nuts we can play with.
Old Bear didn't want to play with them. He started to eat them.
Rabbi, don't
Delicious
eat
nuts.
the nuts. You won't have any for the game if you start eating nuts. But don't worry, I have more nuts. And while we play, why don't we sing a few dreidel songs?
נס גדול היה שם, נס גדול היה שם, חג שמחה הוא לעם, סביבון סוף סוף סוף, חנוכה הוא חג טוב, חנוכה הוא חג טוב, סביבון סוף סוף סוף, חג שמחה הוא לעם, נס גדול היה שם, נס גדול היה שם, חג שמחה הוא לעם. נס גדול היה שם, חג שמחה כולם. And when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And dreidel, 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 now dreidel I shall play. It has a lovely body with legs so short and thin. And when it gets all tired, it drops and then I win. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play.
Who knows all the words?
I
We
know
just
the
make
next
them
one.
up.
My dreidel's always playful, it loves to dance and play. A happy game of dreidel, come play, now let's begin. Oh, dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Oh, dreidel, 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 now dreidel I shall play.
I win the dreidel game. Don't worry, Rabbi. It's only a game. Now it's time to eat. Do you prefer sour cream or applesauce?
All right, if you prefer sour cream, let me hear your grr. 1, 2, 3. Wow, not so many sour cream people here. If you prefer applesauce, let me hear you grr.
Hey, applesauce. I thought so. Okay, well, have some latkes, Rabbi.
Bubby Braino put a plate right in front of the old bear, and he stuck his nose right inside, and he gobbled up those latkes.
No, Rabbi. You really should use a fork. You have applesauce all over your beard.
No.
You kind of eat like a bear. Okay, you're hungry as a bear, so you eat like a bear. I can see that.
Old Bear ate and ate and ate until all 300 latkes were gone. He began to feel drowsy. He yawned, and then his great head flopped on Bubby Braina's lap.
Okay, Rabbi, I see you're sleepy. You wouldn't be after eating 300 latkes. All of them are gone. It's time to go home. But before you leave, I have a Hanukkah present for you. I knitted it myself. This will keep you nice and warm when you go outside.
The old bear licked Bubby Braina's face.
Oh, Rabbi, really at my age?
Old Bear shuffled out the door. It was time to return to his den. He was very, very sleepy. Bubby Braina was washing the dishes when she heard another knock at the door.
Now, who could that be? Shalom, everybody. How nice to see you and hear your music. Please come in. I'm sorry I don't have any more latkes. The rabbi came by early and he ate them all.
What do you mean I ate them all? Bobby Brainer, don't you recognize me?
The rabbi couldn't have eaten the latkes. He was at the synagogue with us the whole time.
But something very strange is happening here, Rabbi. I think there's an imposter going around. He looks like you.
Huh?
He talks like you. He even has your beard.
He must
Wait
be
a
very
minute.
handsome.
Wait a minute. Look down, everyone. Look down. Bubby's floor is covered with bear tracks.
A bear? I thought it was the rabbi.
Really, Bobby? You think I look like a bear?
Well, he was a very clever bear.
Okay.
Oh, well, let him have a happy Hanukkah, and so will you, my dear friends. If you just bring up some more potatoes from the cellar and help me with the grating, we'll soon have latkes for everybody.
Everyone pitched in and got to work. Meanwhile, deep in the forest, Old Bear slumbered in his den. The warm woolen scarf was wrapped snug around his neck. Can you all say this with me? Sweet dreams, Old Bear. And happy Hanukkah, everyone!
Bring mir Wein, wenn wir alle fröhlich sein. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Hab schon leckeres Fleisch und Fisch und ein weiß bedeckten Tisch. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Hab die Brache schön gemacht, die mein Eure scheint der Pracht. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tausend sind in jeder Flamme, stolz bin ich mir mit mein Stamm. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
are inviting the children and their parents, if they would like to leave now. We're going to be, in a minute, saying Kaddish, if you would like to stay. But if you think the children would like to go out now,
And there's dessert waiting
Yeah,
for
we're going to
you.
take
That might inspire you to go out there.
Out for sufganiyot and
Yeah.
desserts.
But while they're leaving, I want to thank the UCLA Klezmer Ensemble for their...
Bravo, bravo.
These are students. These are students at UCLA that are musicians who have formed this, and their teacher and leader, Lori Black. And I just want to make two announcements. Next Friday night...
Oh, no.
Thank you. We have a budding musician here, maybe.
You're
Klezmer.
going to be a great pianist one day.
Next week at the Irmis campus is going to be a special Zimra Shabbat with Syrian music, Syrian food, and a Syrian theme to the service. So please join us next week. And on next Sunday, December 12th at Irmis, we're having a special screening, a family screening of a film called Shepherd, the story of and adults will love it too, the story of a Jewish dog. It's a brand new film about a little boy and his German Shepherd in the 1930s and how the German Shepherd saved his life because he loved him so much during that time. We now take a moment to remember those who have passed away who are no longer with us. It is our tradition, if you are observing the first 30 days of mourning, to please stand at this time. If you are observing a yard site, please stand at this time. We begin by remembering those who passed away during Shloshim, the past 30 days. Philip Bart Masser, Dennis Karen, Harriet Eppert, Toby Gold, Harry Golden, Stuart Goldman, Yafa Haja Nazarzadeh, William Leisner, Shirley Lindy, Harry Lipman, Estelle Markowitz, Barbara Werlin. We also remember those whose yort sites are this week the anniversaries of their deaths. Lawrence Edelman, William Edelman, Suzanne Altfeld, Tala Arnovitz, Martin August, Anna Barbanel, Morris Barkin, Albert Barnathan, Judith Barron, Lester Barron, Anna Baracco, Ezatola Basari, Sarah Baum, Ralph Binder, Milton Blaine, Janice Block, Elke Brenzel, Holly Brock Cohen, Hyman Bubar, Nat Bubar, Ray Bubar, Harvey Kammer, Frank Kaplan, Lil Cohen, Muriel Corwin, Ben Dan, Sylvia David, Bessie DeFalco, Jenny Doro, Samuel Doro, Rachel Eliachar, Margaret Epstein, Marge Farber, Shirley Levine Fisher, Roger Weiss Fox, Evelyn Freeman, Natalie Friedman, Lee Gelfond, Joseph Charles Goldman, Leonard Goldberg, Minna Goldman, Sandy Gordon, Ruth Green, Esther Green, Edith Hoftel, Harold Hecht, Sherry Herzoff, Donald Hester, Larry Hill, Cecilia Hirsch, Harry Theodore Holmberg, Sylvan Howard Goldinger, Goldie Katz, Ann Kediver, Bernard Kislin, Rose Cecile Klein, Jenny Lipman Klein, Martha Klein, Alec Copper, Lester Korn, Rachel Cassower, Ruth Kreider, Harry Coonan, Beulah Lazare, Sylvia Leff, Gladys Liebner, Minnie Leisner, Herman Lewin, Erna Lovis, Lillian Lyons, Marion Malberstone, Doreen Mathis, Joanne Mathis, Sam Mathis, Barbara McDermott, Zachary Meadow, Florence Melvin, Esther Myers Green, Lorraine McAllis, David Millett, William Mottel, Kurt Randall Myers, Melissa Morantz Neely, Adeline Newberg, Helene Sherry Nishizawa, Morris Oakham, Frederick Pashkow, Aaron Pollock, Hannah Price, Theodore Michael Pritikin, Walter Reichwald, Rose Rogers, Harry Rose, Stephanie Rosenblum, Lionel Safro, Burton Sanders, Richard Sanders, Mark Sandrich Jr., Semyon Sapozhnikov, Jenny Sauer, Betty Skadron, Herman Schmidt, Tamara Schroeder, Albert Schwartz, Dorothy Seiler, Yakutiel Tzvi Shalpid, Lillian Shane, Benjamin Shapiro, Faye Scherer, Rose Shohan, Beatrice Siegel, Murray Simmons, Seymour Smith, Sylvia Spiller, David Warren Sugarman, Benito Valner, Faye Vigon, Leon Wachtman, Marshall Wagman, Eleanor Weingart, Ann Weinstein, Bruce Winokur, Lane Wesley, Violet Wilkinson, Samuel Witz, Werner Wolfen, Edwin Woolworth, Sidney Wool, Mark Werwind, Merrill Young, Howard Solon. Are there any other names to be added? Thank you. We also remember those who gave their lives defending the United States of America. Was there another name? I'm sorry. Thank you. We also remember those who gave their lives defending the United States of America and the state of Israel, those who died in senseless violence, shootings, terrorism, and disease, and those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. We take them all as our own. Please rise and turn to page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yama divrach irutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chai echon u'v'yom echon u'v'chayei dekol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala v'zman kori v'imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah b'varach le'olam u'lumei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiram v'yoma v'imru Amen.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru Amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'imramav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imru Amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
We now say Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratza banu. V'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon inchilanu, zikaron le'maseh v'reishit. Hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zecher yitziat mitzrayim, tivanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim,
v'shabbat kodshecha v'yahava
ratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekaresh Shabbat. Amen.
So there are a few kids who stayed to the very end. I want to invite them up now, if you're a kid, to come and do the motzi and hold the challah. Come on up. If you want to come up. You're all going to get it to tear the challah. Don't want to tear the challah? Okay. Put your hands on the challah, and we'll say it together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Now pull off a piece. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Happy Hanukkah.